Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight, we're back for some Thursday night racing. It's the Stars and Stripes Truck Series here at Las Vegas. 4 races left in the playoffs. Who's going to win the championship? Let's pull up your point standings right now. As we show the point standings, here they are. Josh Robinson in the front here by 2 points, a 2-point lead there on Dylan Grimm. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, sitting in third. He's 10 points behind Robinson. Fourth place, Ogle. He's got a bit of a gap, 18 points. And then Ross Tatum rounding out your top 5, whereas he is 21 points out of it. So there's your point standings here for the playoffs, folks. Just 4 races left counting tonight. Can Josh Robinson finish the job? But Dylan Grimm has been quick here lately, trying to pull off another win here tonight. Going to be interesting to see what happens. Right now, we're watching the gambling addict Tom Ogle out here with a new paint scheme, folks. Let's get a little TV time on this thing. You can check it out. The Happy Clawoween number 11 machine. Tom Ogle out here. What a beautiful machine. There on the truck, you will see the Lynch brothers dressed up. Well done. Tom Ogle, fan favorite. So practice about to round up here. Less than a minute left to go before we jump into qualifying action here tonight. Who's going to set the quick time and start from the pole position, folks? Let's take a look through the chats here. See if we got Mr. Robinson available. Yeah, let's get him up here. Josh Blake in the booth, you got me? Josh Blake up in the booth here, you got me?
Hey, Balake, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, buddy. Hey, how's the truck feeling down there tonight for you?
It's pretty fast. I think you're going to see a lot of pack racing early on. You can hold it wide open for quite some time, but you're going to have to make the choice if you want to hold it wide open for a while and stay up front, or try to save a little right front and be fast at the end of the run.
Well, that's good to know. We just pulled up the point stand. It looks like the hard charge and Dylan Grimm, he's just 2 points behind you. You think you'll be able to hold him off here tonight?
It'll be tough. He is really good in the truck, and then Ricard is there. He is fast everywhere. So even though he might be a couple more points back, he is still well within reach of winning that championship.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, we'll let you head out here for qualifying, and best of luck to you here tonight, Josh.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too. There's Josh Robinson. He's your points leader here tonight, but not by much. Only a 2-point lead on Dylan Grimm. He's feeling pretty confident, though, on the truck. Let's see who the first trucks to hit the speedway are. We got Alex Buffoli out on the speedway here, as well as Kevin Stein, whatever. Kyle Bolin in the 44. Christian Lawson in the 3. And the GOAT, here he is, the 05, folks. Scott Rickard. You heard Josh mention him. Scott's got good speed every single week. He's had a couple of tough breaks that have cost him a bunch of points, so he's going to need to dig himself out of a hole as he takes the green flag here at Kansas. His first qualifying lap underway in front of a sold-out crowd here. Folks, I was down there talking to these great fans before the race, and I said, folks, why is this race so sold out? Because I know the Cup race, there was about 40% of the stands full. They said, you know what, the Cup Series sucks. Because Hutchinson Motorsports TV, they aren't doing the Cup Series. They're only doing the Stars and Stripes Truck Series, so that's why we're here tonight. But we're on board with the GOAT Scott Rickard taking the white flag. 1 lap left to go around the speedway for his qualifying run. His first lap sitting at a 30.97. That's second place here so far. Aaron Hale, top of the board here in the number 4 machine. 30.66. Aaron Hale might have some speed here tonight. As we look out onto the speedway, Ross Tatum out here in the number 21. He was your quick time in practice. Tatum top of the board, 30.46. Can it hold? Here comes the GOAT. Rickard going to cross the line. 30.48. He's 2/100ths behind Ross Tatum. So next up on the speedway here, let's see who we got. Nate Lynch out here in the Black Rifle Coffee Company number 25 machine. Well, I tell you what, Nate looks good on the side of Tom Ogle's car here tonight. So Nate Lynch sitting in the 6th spot here so far. Going to try to find some speed on his next lap. Folks, new top of the board. It's Kevin Stein, 30.45 top of the board. Is it going to hold, though? There's still a bunch of quick drivers here to hit the track. One of which, championship contender Dylan Grimm rolling out right now in the number 23 Toyota. Dylan Grimm has been on scorchers lately, just killing it every single week, looking to keep it going. Taking her easy on the backstretch. This is an interesting qualifying strategy, keeping them tires cool. Not sure I've ever seen this. We might be learning something right here, folks. He's going to take the green flag here, not under speed. That's interesting to see here. I guess his strategy is to have a slow first lap and then have some great tires for lap number 2. But we're going to see how it works out for him. Also out on the speedway, your championship points leader, Josh Robinson in the number 30 machine. The Micro Center number 30 machine, Josh Robinson. He's going to try to keep the season rolling. He wants to maintain the points lead here tonight. Robinson coming around here. He's going to cross the line. Taking the green flag here for his first lap around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In front of a sold-out crowd here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Where else would you rather see racing, folks? The answer, it's nowhere. So Dylan Grimm out here, putting all his cookies in one basket here. Heading into 3 and 4 for the final time. Let's hop on board with the number 23, Dylan Grimm. Coming out of 4. He's going to roll down to the apron as he crosses the line. Where's that going to put him? Quick time, top of the board, Dylan Grimm, 30.43. It works out for him. What a great strategy out here, folks. Dylan Grimm putting down a scorcher here in lap number 2. Meanwhile, Josh Robinson, your points leader, coming out of turn 4 for the final time. Here on exit, he's going to cross down to the apron. The 30 of Robinson, he's going to cross the line. Where's it going to put him? Second place right behind Grimm, 30.45. Boy, these two aren't off by much. They are duking it out in the championship race, but not only there, they're duking it out here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But, folks, that means it's time for your starting lineup. 133 laps around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Let's get your lineup ready to roll. Let's get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. Let's hype this thing up, folks. 4 races left in the season. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, these fans are ready for some racing. Tonight's starting lineup on the pole in the number 23 machine, Dylan Grimm. 2 is outside, your points leader in the number 30, Josh Robinson. Row number 2 on the inside in the 90, Johnny Eckert. 2 is outside in the 19, Kevin Stein. Row number 3 on the inside in the 51, Tom Wiesa. Outside in the number 21 machine, Ross Tatum. Row number 4 on the inside in the 05 machine, it's the GOAT, Scott Rickard. Starting in the 8th position in the number 97 machine, DJ Weeks. Row number 5 on the inside in the number 9, Zach Kreitz. 2 is outside in the 46, Jason Gratton. Starting in the 11th position in the number 11 machine, the gambling addict here in Las Vegas, Tom Ogle. 2 is outside in the number 3 machine, it's Christian Lawson. Starting in row number 7 on the inside in the 29, Courtney Nelson. 2 is outside the 44, Kyle Bowen. In the 15th position is the number 5, Trey Jackson. The number 7, Kyle McCoy, who is outside. Row number 9 on the inside in the 25, Nate Lynch. 2 is outside the 54, Andrew Hess. Then rounding out the field, we got Jeremy Thompson, Brian Lynch, Aaron Hale, Alex Buffoli, Josh Gratton. And folks, fan favorite Mark Schrader starting 24th and starting shotgun tonight in the 25th position, the number 69, Ben Shepard. Who's going to win the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last? Going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But the field is set. We're about to take off and get rolling here. 133 laps. Playoff racing right here in Vegas. folks, I shared them earlier. The point standings are about as close as they can get. Josh Robinson leading the points by 2 points on Dylan Grimm. But not far behind them, too, it's the GOAT, Scott Rickard in the 05. Never count out the GOAT. But the field's going to get set, folks. This time around, we're going to be dropping the green flag here in Las Vegas. Under the lights. Should be a good one here tonight. Let's hop up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports Blimp, the most beautiful view of the industry. Wow, folks, look at that view. I tell you what, it gives me goosebumps every single week. But we appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to click the like button. Subscribe to the page, because nowhere else can you watch Stars and Stripes Truck Series action live here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As our racers roll into turn 3, we are about ready to drop the green and get going here. With less than a handful left of races to go, the point standings are tight. Pace car is about to head in. Front row is your two duking it out for the championship. Dylan Grimm on the inside. Josh Robinson on the outside. Here comes the pace car down pit lane. In front of the sold-out crowd, these fans, they're on their feet, off their seats. Green flag in the air, Las Vegas. Dylan Grimm dropping straight to the apron. Not a good jump for him. He's going to cover up, though, and hold the 90 of Eckert off. Heading into turn 1, Grimm going to hold on to the lead. Johnny Eckert, the 90, right on his back bumper, giving him a push. Folks, you're going to see some pack racing here. The draft does matter here at Las Vegas. Not as big as somewhere like Atlanta, but it's definitely important. But here comes the 90 of Johnny Eckert to the inside of your race leader. Johnny Eckert says, I might not have a prayer at the championship, but I'm going to win this thing. Get the hell out of the way, Dylan. Taking over the race lead, Johnny Eckert. Let's hop on board with our new race leader in the number 90 machine. The Long Island New Yorker. Looking good here tonight at Vegas. Down the backstretch, they're still side by side. Josh Robinson falling off just a little bit, but he's still holding on strong. Let's hop on board with your points leader, Josh Robinson. Dropping back to the 5th position here is the 05 of Scott Rickard. Already blows by and blew his doors off. Scott Rickard's going to the front, folks. Fastest lap of the session just turned by your race leader, Johnny Eckert. That's a 30.55. Meanwhile, let's drop to the back. See how the battle for the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for dead last is going. Folks, Nate Lynch holding strong and dead last in the number 25 machine. Let's hop on board with this slow number 25. Boy, Nate Lynch, he's already lost 8 spots since the start of this race. Is he flooring it? Is Nate Lynch flooring it? I don't know if he is. Needs to push that pedal all the way down, Nate. That's the problem. So meanwhile, Josh Robinson hold on strong in the 5th position here. Ross Tatum right behind him. Championship hopeful, but Ross Tatum has some ground to make up. He needs to have a good run here tonight. So Tatum going to the outside, trying to get around the points leader of Robinson. 133 laps here tonight, folks. We're only going into lap number 5. We got a long way to go here. So back out front, Johnny Eckert, the 90, still cruising out front. Holding off the 23 of Grimm. The Long Island New Yorker looking good here tonight. That T-Mobile number 90 machine is cruising. But here comes Grimm with a run on the outside. Dylan Grimm looking to take back his race lead. Door to door, heading into turns 3 and 4. The 23 of Grimm looking to get a run on exit. At the line, it's going to be tight. Side by side at the line. The race leader looks like it's Dylan Grimm there. But they're still side by side. And folks, here comes the GOAT. Scott Rickard, he's sick of waiting around. He's sick of getting wrecked and junking his car. He says, folks, I'm going to the front. I don't care about saving tires. Here comes the GOAT of Rickard. Looking to the outside, Eckert not wanting to give him much room. Door-to-door battle for second. Johnny Eckert trying to hold off the GOAT. But the GOAT cannot be contained as he blows by him on the outside, still side by side. Has a race leader right in his sights. Let's hop on board with the 05 machine, Scott Rickard. Rickard feeling good about his truck this early here. Trying to battle it out for the lead as he sees Dylan Grimm's right out his front windshield. Folks, let's hop up to our eyes in the sky, the most beautiful view in the business. Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Here it is. You're watching race leader, the 23 Dylan Grimm, trying to hold off the 05 and the 90. Side-by-side battle for second. Let's drop back in the field a little bit, see what's going on back here. Jeremy Thompson duking it out here for the 14th position. Kyle McCoy right in front of him. Boy, it's been a... Kyle McCoy's kind of had a rough end of the year here. He started off strong, but he's looking like junk here at Las Vegas. Let's see what's going on with this number 7 machine of Kyle McCoy. Boy, every week he was running up front, and I tell you what, now it's like he's a field filler back here in the 14th position. Let's hop on board Kyle McCoy, the field filler. They're duking it out right in front of him. McCoy's getting scared. Maybe that's why he's not going. He thinks they're going to wreck it. He's being patient. So they're single file through most of the field as we drop back a little bit. Ben Shepherd right here rolling in the number 69 machine. Looks like is Nate Lynch not on the track? Yeah, it looks like Nate Lynch has parked it, so he's done for the night. So your new battle for last is right here. It's Ben Shepherd and Aaron Hale. Let's hop on board with Ben Shepherd. Holding on strong, the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for dead last. This is a fan favorite battle to watch every single week. Ben Shepherd trying to bring it home tonight. Folks, and I tell you what, normally one of the guys racing for this spot is this man right here. It's the 10 of Mark Schrader, but he says, you know what, I'm sick of running dead last. I'm going to pass a few cars tonight, and we're going to run good. Mark Schrader, the little brother of Kenny, running in the back, but he's not running last. That's all you can ask for, Mark. The Glen Allen native, Mark Schrader, feeling good tonight, sitting in the 22nd position. And, folks, there's a new race leader up front. The GOAT, Scott Rickard to the front. Wasted no time, started back in 7th. Here he is in the race lead. Scott Rickard trying to make some points up here tonight. It is go time for that 05. He's going to need some help, though, to have the championship shot. He needs Grimm and or Robinson to wreck or have a bad night. Needs something to happen, because he's about 10 points behind. But I'll tell you what, the truck looking good tonight as he's out front already here. Lap number 13 coming underway here. We're doing 133 of them here tonight. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Folks, let's drop back, see what the gambling addict Tom Ogle's doing. Right now sitting in the 13th position, racing side by side with the 44 of Bowling. Look at that beautiful new paint scheme. Tom Ogle put a lot of work into that. But here comes a 5. It's Trey Jackson trying to bring him 3 wide. Trey Jackson says, you know what, gambling man, get the hell out of my way, because that orange lump of junk is slow. Here comes the 5 of Trey Jackson. Let's hop on board with him. There you got a good view of Mr. Ogle in that orange number 11 right in front of him. The Mayo Floridian, Trey Jackson. He's going to roll the top here, trying to get a run on the 11. As we heard earlier from Mr. Robinson, these guys are not off the throttle much here in Vegas. These trucks are hooked up here tonight. A lot of grip out there. So let's jump back up front here. How about this man, Tom Weasel, with a good run, sitting in the top 5. Hopefully Tom can hold on strong. He deserves a good run. It's been a while for him. The Rosh Holt, Wisconsin, is swing state boater Tom Weasel in the 51. Ross Tatum in the 21 blows by him like he's sitting still. Tatum says, I'm going to the front, boys. Meanwhile, your points leader, Josh Robinson, sitting in the 6th position. He's dropped back a little bit, but he's going to try to keep the top 5 in sight as they head into lap number 16 here at Las Vegas. As we look through the field, let's see what else is going on. Got some battles brewing right here. How about these guys duking it out? Side by side, Trey Jackson. He's not wasting any time. He's not here to hang out in the back. He might be junking somebody. Trey Jackson right now, side by side with Andrew Hess. How about this new paint scheme here for Andrew Hess? Looking good. These racers putting some work into the paints here tonight. Racing here on Halloween. Halloween racing. First time ever on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, I asked my bosses if I'd get double time for working a holiday. They said, you're lucky if we even pay you at all. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, not a very employee-friendly service, but it's all about the fans here, not about the employees. They are union busting up at the top of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Can you believe it? So let's hop on board. Andrew Hess trying to slice and dice his way through the cars. This is a battle for 15th, folks. They're trying to go 3 wide for 15th. We're not messing around here tonight. Trey Jackson giving a push down the front stretch. Side by side, the 54 of Hess trying to get around the 87. It's pack racing right here. Lawson going to cover up, throws a block on the 87. Christian Lawson trying to hold on to the spot, and he gets turned. Caution is out. We saw that coming. These guys were duking it out here in the back. Let's see the replay. So here you'll see Lawson kind of throws a late, I don't know if you want to call it a block. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. Best chopper cam in the business. But here it is. So there's Lawson, the Brooklyn Iowan out front. So he slides up front. There's actually plenty of space. Oh, he just gets a bump in the wrong spot. Looks like he's able to avoid the rest of the car, so he has a little bit of rear end damage, but shouldn't be bad for him. So the caution is out. Scott Rickard to goat out front. He's your race leader. Trying to regain some points here tonight. Let's see what he elects to do. He's going to come down pit lane. Yes, he is. Looks like most of the field coming down pit lane. Good call there by Rickard. He was looking in his rearview mirror. He saw everybody dropping down. He says, all right, I'll get tires. So the entire field coming down pit lane. Not a single car stayed out, from what I can tell. So let's see the race on pit road here. Race off of pit road. Rickard going in, but you got to remember, Grimm has that final spot. Let's see if he can take advantage of it here. Take over the race lead. Oh, the 90 of Eckert with a quick stop. Might have got 2 tires. Dylan Grimm struggling. He's having a JGR pit stop. What a junk pit stop. The 23 team needs fired. Rickard comes out in 5th. Grimm 6th. Tatum 7th. Robinson 8th. So we got some different strategies brewing off of pit road here. Eckert definitely either took 2 tires or no tires. I don't know. Todd Gratton in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Todd. We appreciate you, buddy. Todd tunes in every single week here. He's a big fan of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Todd was telling me the other day, he doesn't know what he'd do if Hutchinson Motorsports TV wasn't out there. And Todd, I appreciate the kind words, buddy. But folks, let's pull up somebody here for a quick little mid-race interview. It's the GOAT, Scott Rickard. Scott, Blake, I'm in the booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, that truck looking fast here early on. Hopefully you can maintain it and stay out front.
Yeah, we got the P-on 2, which I'm not sure if it's going to be good or bad for them, but just got to try to get good finish at least.
Yeah, well, we're going to see how it plays out. Hey, best of luck to you. Hopefully you can gain some ground here in the point standings for the championship.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. There's Scott Rickard, the GOAT. All these guys in front of him, I believe, are on 2 tires. So we're going to see how big of a difference that makes here tonight. As we get the 1 to green this next time around, let's get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing, folks, because this stuff, I tell you what, it's just the best in the business. A totally unbiased view, by the way. Just something I came up with. But it's just crazy. This music, it's incredible. Who writes this stuff? Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Green flag coming up next. As we are about to take the green flag here, be sure to click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. The GOAT Blake Hutchinson up here in the booth for you great fans at home. All for the low cost of $0.00. It's free, folks. Give us some likes. But the field is set. Your front row, it's going to be Johnny Eckert, Tom Wiese. As the pace car heads in, gets out of the way here shortly. These fans are ready for some green flag action as they are all still on their feet and off their seats. They are ready for some racing. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, are you ready? Green flag in the air. And a good jump from the 90 of Eckert. He's going to hold on to the race lead for now. But let's keep our eyes on the 05 and the 23, the two of the championship hopefuls. They got 4 fresh tires. Can they get through the field quick? Or do the left side tires just not matter? It's looking like they do. The 05 getting a big push from the 23. These guys going straight to the front. I think we just learned something here for later. Always get 4 tires because it only took them a lap to pass about 4 cars. Here comes Rickard to the outside. At the line, Eckert still your race leader, but not for long. The GOAT Scott Rickard out front here, taking it over this lap. So Rickard going to take over the race lead. Looks like right behind him, the 23 of Grimm going to get to second. Let's hop on board with the number 23 machine, Dylan Grimm, trying to overtake the points lead. As Josh Robinson in the 30, currently running 5th. So if the race ended right now, Dylan Grimm would be your points leader, I believe. Let's drop back here. Robinson up to the 4th spot. He's rolling with them 4 fresh tires, and right in front of him is Tatum. So, folks, your top 4 are 4 of the top 5 drivers. The other one that's kind of slacking a little bit, this man right here, it's a gambling addict, Tom Ogle. Needs to get on the gas as he's slowly getting through the front here. Ogle up to the 7th spot. He's going to go to work. He's got Kyle McCoy in front of him. McCoy's finally figured it out, and he's picked it up. McCoy looking good here. Lap number 26, Las Vegas Motor Speedway Racing. Out front, new race leader, the 23, Dylan Grimm. Still side by side, though. Can Grimm hold on? Looking to throw a slide job. He's going to take the spot from the GOAT, Dylan Grimm, new race leader. We're on board with the 23 of Dylan Grimm out of Fort Collins. Feeling good about his chances tonight. Looking to take over that points lead. There's a Hutchinson Motorsports right rear suspension cam. You're seeing the GOAT Scott Rickard right on his back bumper. Can he hold him off? Bumper to bumper down the back stretch. We're just on lap number 27. Long way to go on this one, folks. So meanwhile, let's drop back, see how this battle for dead last is brewing. One of my favorites to watch, Ben Shepherd in the 69 trying to get around the 4 of Aaron Hale. Side by side for dead last. They're duking it out. Ben Shepherd not giving it an inch. He says, you know what, Aaron? You're slower than me. I'm going to blow by you. Later, loser. Ben Shepherd taking over the spot. So that's going to make Aaron Hale your Hutchinson Motorsports loser in dead last. The Colesburg, Iowa, he's trying to figure out a way to get out of the Hutchinson Motorsports dead last position. Let's check out his right rear suspension cam, or right front suspension cam, and see why this Ford machine is so slow and junk. Yeah, I can tell what it is. He's just scared. He is not pushing the gas down all the way. I'm pretty sure he's not even flooring it. Gotta be what the problem is. So back out front, Dylan Grimm here, race leader out of Fort Collins, feeling good with Scott Rickard right behind him. Meanwhile, Josh Robinson working up to the 4th position, trying to get around the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Let's hop on board with your points leader. Josh Robinson needs to get up here. Can't afford to give up too many points, as we know Dylan Grimm has been charging to the front every single week. Let's check out the right front suspension cam with Josh Robinson in the 30. Cannot get around the 7, unable to clear him. So down the backstretch, they're going to fall on the line here. As we drop back a little bit, Zach Kreitz in the 6th position. The number 9 machine, Zach Kreitz, trying to put together a good race here. The Mountain Dew number 9. But here comes the 11, Tom Ogle on the outside. Let's hop on board the Gable Attic. Tom Ogle currently running 8th. Right now battling with Jason Gratton and Zach Kreitz. Not much else going on through the field. Folks, we got a new guy in the battle for last. Kevin Stein taking over the battle for last. The number 19 to dead last, folks. I tell you what, Kevin Stein started in 4th. He's in last. This number 19 machine is junk. Look how slow this machine is. He might have a crate engine in this thing. Unbelievable. Somebody pull the parachute off the 19 because he's going straight to the back. Welcome to last, Kevin. So back out front, new race leader, the GOAT, Scott Rickard, taking it back. Rickard looking to hold on to it this time here as we head into lap number 34 the next time around. But here comes Grimm getting a run here on the inside line. Door-to-door battle for the race lead onto the backstretch. Ross Tatum looking to insert himself into this battle as well. Dylan Grimm going to take back the race lead. As they come out of 4, Grimm going to cover up. He says, later, loser, you're slow, Scott. Dylan Grimm to the front spot. Hey, folks, how about this man right now? Absolute wheel man. Mark Schrader up to the 16th position. Can you believe it? Let's hop on board with the wheel man, Mark Schrader. The Glen Allen native, Mark Schrader, he is on the move. He might win this damn thing. Going straight to the front, Mark Schrader in the 10. He's found some speed here at Vegas. I was talking to Mark earlier. He said he was down in the city on the slots earlier. Had some good luck, and he was feeling great about tonight's chances. And boy, is Lady Luck with him tonight so far. As we go back up front, currently your points leader, Josh Robinson, sitting in the 5th spot. Cannot find his way around that number 7 at Kyle McCoy. Let's hop on board the points leader. See how he's driving this thing. That's going to move Dylan Grimm back out front here. So Dylan Grimm, your race leader, but Robinson looking to get to the back bumper of one of these two. Is he going to go with the high line or the out or the inside? The high side seems to be where the speed is. As Ross Tatum is stuck on the bottom, he's going to squeeze his way up there. Nothing going to change up front. Top 5, pretty stationary right now. So we drop back to last here. Kevin Stein still sitting in dead last. Let's hop back on board with that slow number 19 machine. They're duking it out though, folks. Door to door for last. Stein, he's sick of running in last. He wants to give the spot to the 08. Alex Buffoli, but Buffoli says, not so fast, loser. That's where you belong, is dead last, not me. Let's check out the right rear suspension cam of Alex Buffoli. There you'll see that slow 19 car right behind him. So Buffoli going to hold on to the spot right ahead of the 19. And we go back towards the front here. Dylan Grimm, still your race leader. But him and the 05 of Rickard, they've been duking it out, switching the lead back and forth just about every couple laps. As we race around Las Vegas Motor Speedway, 4 races left to go here in the playoffs for the Stars and Stripes Truck Series. Folks, again, appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here with the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, right here on the call. So as we roll into lap number 40, folks, let's take a short break, but don't you worry. Don't get popping attitude with me because you aren't going to miss a single lap. We're going to stay tuned right here, nonstop action on the track. You're not missing a lap around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. I'm going to be back for a short break. Grab you a nice cold beverage. Get ready for the end of this one. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back shortly. As we return back, we're having some timing and scoring issues. It appears SDK is down. So there is no timing and scoring. But meanwhile, Dylan Grimm is your race leader out front. I'm going to continue to mess with timing and scoring, see if I can figure something out. But it looks like SDK on their end is down for the count. So we'll keep you in the loop here. Dylan Grimm out front, Scott Rickard in second, followed by Tatum McCoy Robinson, your top 5 here tonight. Trying to look through some chats here, see if I can get any info on the SDK server. As the 23 at Dylan Grimm continues to lead, we're going to be back, take another short break as I try and address this live technical issue. We'll be back shortly once again. Thanks for tuning in. Stars and Stripes Truck Series still underway here in Las Vegas. And we are back, boy. Am I a computer wizard or what? Can you believe it? Time Timing and scoring is back. It's a one-man operation here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. I'm the GOAT on air. I'm the tech guy. I'm running everything. Hell, I'm even flying the blimp. Speaking of which, let's hop up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the world's most beautiful view in the business. Unbelievable. Look at that view as we watch Dylan Grimm lead this race here at Las Vegas. Lap number 56 underway out of 133. We appreciate you bearing with us through these technical difficulties, but folks, we are back and ready to roll. Dylan Grimm continues to lead this one out front as Scott Rickard sits in the second position. Don't count out Ross Tatum, the number 21 machine, sitting in third. Let's hop on board with the 21 of Ross Tatum. Checking out the Hutchinson Motorsports chat, the best fans in the business. Todd Gratton out here enjoying an ice cold one. Asking about Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Yes, Todd, you can drink Sam Adams Oktoberfest in November. As we look through the field here, as Todd Gratton roots on the team of Zach Kreitz and the Grattons. Let's see here. Zach Kreitz currently rolling in the 5th position. We got Josh Gratton in 10th. Jason Gratton in 4th. So here's the Flood City Baseball number 46 machine out of Pittsfield, Illinois. Jason Gratton, let's hop on board. This is for you, Todd. We're on board the 4th place car, Jason Gratton. Trying to run down the top 3. And let's check out this battle for... Oh, we got some pit stops happening here, folks. Jason Gratton to the pits, Josh Robinson, and Tom Ogle as well. So 3 of your front runners coming down pit lane here, lap number 60. I assume that's going to make them good on fuel through the rest of this one. So I believe they just pit around lap 20 or so. So we're going to find out how everybody else plays this out. It's going to be interesting. I'm guessing 4 tires for everybody. So out front, Scott Rickard, he's going to take the race lead. Dylan Grimm down pit lane. So race leader Dylan Grimm coming down pit lane. Scott Rickard going to stay out there for now. Let's see how lap times are looking here. So Rickard's last lap was a 32.39. His best is a 30.5. So that's almost a 2-second fall off. So you know what that means, folks. That means you better get your butt down pit lane right now if you're up front. Because every lap Scott Rickard's staying out there, he's losing about a 1.5 seconds or more to these guys that have already pit. So as Tom Ogle, he decided to pit early here with a new strategy. So you know what? During the green flag, we know Tom's a good sport. Let's pull him up in here. Pull him up in here and ask him about this strategy. See what they're thinking. Let's see what the White Claw Fiend is doing here. Tom Ogle, let's get him up here. Tom, Blake, in the booth, you got me?
I got you, Balake.
Hey, so what's the strategy here, pitting a little early?
I'm kind of splitting it. We only have one more set of tires, so I was kind of cutting it up equal parts, maybe a couple laps over. There's the fall off's big, but it's hard to pass because of the draft and stuff. So
I got you. So that makes sense. So everybody is going to have to pit one more time, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, everybody has to pit. You can only go like 48 laps on gas.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's good to know. Well, hey, I'll send you back down with your team. Best of luck for the rest of this one.
Thank you.
There's a gambling addict, Tom Ogle. He's here in his home city, Las Vegas. I don't care where he's from. Las Vegas is always going to be home. When you're addicted to gambling, Tom Ogle loves this place. You know, I was walking through the city last night there on the Strip, and I saw this guy. He didn't look like he was doing very good. He's laying outside the casino. Looked like he didn't have a penny to his name. I went over there and checked on him, and you know what? He was Tom Ogle. You wouldn't believe how much money he lost last night. But hey, he's a great sport. He's out here racing, trying to win some money back. So hopefully Tom can get a good finish because he definitely needs it. So back out front, Scott Rickard still running here. He has not come down pit lane. Neither has the 21 of Ross Tatum. But the other the other 3 championship hopefuls, I'm going to call the top 5 the championship hopefuls. If you're outside the top 5, you you're kind of a long shot. So out of our top 5 points runners, 3 of them already pit, 2 of them staying out here. So it's going to be interesting how this works out for him. Here comes Ricker in the 05. He's coming down pit lane. So that's going to move Ross Tatum into the race lead. I'm guessing next lap around, Tatum's going to want to come down. So going to be interesting. I think this is definitely going to cycle them behind the 3 that have already pit. But maybe by the end of the run, it'll pay off for them. I'm not sure, though. I'm thinking they stayed out too long. But you never know. So as we know, here comes the 21 at Tatum down pit lane. So as we heard, though, these guys all do have to pit once. So Tatum pitting a little later we got, about 75 laps left. So Tatum's going to want to pit around, I'd say, in about 37 laps or so. So you'll be seeing Ross Tatum wanting to pit after lap 100 for sure. And I'd say the rest of the field isn't going to be too far off of that. So the next pit cycle going to be around lap 100 to 105, somewhere in that range. Maybe a little earlier. Say 95 to 105, let's call it that. So right now, race leader Andrew Hess, he's still out here on these old junk tires. He wants some TV time, folks. Let's give it to him. Andrew Hess, new race leader. The right front suspension cam with the 54 machine out of New Lenox, Illinois. Andrew Hess. Looking good here tonight. Let's check out the right rear suspension cam as well. What a beautiful truck. Second place currently, Kyle McCoy out of Morrison, Illinois. McCoy looked like junk early on, but he's figured it out. Running good here so far. Tom Ogle has cycled up to the 6th position here with that early pit stop. Let's hop on board with the number 11, Tom Ogle. Down the backstretch, looking to give a push to Grattan. He says, nope, not giving you a push, but I'm going to pass you instead. The Wooster, Ohio native, the gambling addict, Tom Ogle, door-to-door with the 46 of Jason Grattan. Meanwhile, the 23, Dylan Grimm, currently up to the 3rd spot. Let's check the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. See what it's looking like up front here, if we can find it. Here it is. So you see your race leader there. Andrew Hess, he hasn't pit. McCoy did pit, but he short pit everybody big time. He pit 13 laps ago. Everybody else pit about 8 or 9. So McCoy actually cycled in front of Dylan Grimm with that early stop. So we're going to see how that plays out in the long run. But any moment, here comes our race leader, Andrew Hess. Can't go any further. He's going to come down pit lane. So he's going to give up the race lead to the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Here he is, the number 7 Toyota, Kyle McCoy. Feeling good tonight. I was dogging him earlier on. But he said, you know what? Shut up, Blake. You're up in the booth for a reason, bud. Let me drive the race car. Here he is, race leader Kyle McCoy. Folks, let's check out our battle for last, see how that's going. As we pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports Tower. So we got Lawson and Lynch are out. Nelson, I'm not counting him. He's 7 laps down. Thompson's a lap down. He might have messed up. So I'm going to still give it Kevin Stein. Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last, going to the 19 still. Folks, this thing isn't a science. I'm kind of making the rules up as we go. But I'm giving it to Kevin Stein. Dead last, number 19. That thing's had a parachute tied behind it all race long. Nothing changed so far. Let's hop on board with this slow number 19 machine. The Moss and E native, Kevin Stein, here at the Las Vegas 200. You're supposed to floor it down the straightaways, Kevin. As we zoom back out and go up front here, Kyle McCoy, your race leader. Race lead, though, dropping quick, just 0.4 of a second. Dylan Grimm has the fresher tires, and it's just a matter of time before he gets around the 7. The draft really important here. It's hard to pass, they're saying. We're going to see how hard it is to pass as Dylan Grimm getting a big run on the race leader. Down the front stretch. to the back bumper, looking to take back the race lead. Heading into turn 1, the 23 of Grimm looking for the race lead. The Xfinity Mobile number 23 machine, door to door down the backstretch. Looking to get a little side draft action heading into turn 3. Dylan Grimm on the inside looks to have the speed to overtake the race lead. The Hutchinson Motorsports right front suspension cam. Yes, sir. Dylan Grimm, new race leader. As we drop back a little bit, see what's going on through the field. Josh Robinson sitting in the 3rd spot here. Let's hop on board with Josh Robinson. He was your points leader coming in, doing everything he can to keep that 23 in his front windshield sight. Folks, we're already on lap number 75. This race is blowing by. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful view in the business, and see what's going on through the field. Andrew Hess, he was the last car to pit, lost a lot of ground. He's back to 14. Josh Gratton currently running in the 10th spot. Good day for Josh. One of his better nights, honestly. There's been some tracks where old Josh here has kind of looked like junk. Now, don't hate me. I know Todd's in the chat. Don't hate me, Todd. But let's just be honest. Josh has struggled this season, but hey, he's looking great here tonight, trying to finish out a top 10 here in Las Vegas. As we head back out front, the 23, Dylan Grimm, race leader by over a second, as Josh Robinson takes over the 2nd spot. So I tell you what, the number 7 there, McCoy, he short pit the field. Worked out good for him there for a while, but it didn't take long for him to get back around him. So don't count out Ross Tatum. He was the last car of the top 5 to pit. He might be back to 8th right now. But by the end of this run, you're going to see him cycle up to the field. Speaking of the devil, here he is, Ross Tatum in the 8th position here. Let's hop on board. See how that number 21 machine is looking. As we pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports Tower cam. Folks, as we heard earlier, I believe our pit window is going to be around lap 95 to 105 for most of the field. So as we head into lap number 80 here shortly, we're going to take another short break. Go ahead, grab you another cold beverage, folks. If you're drunk, you already finished your last one, get you another one, because you're going to need it. Listen to me the rest of the night. Here's the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes. You're not going to miss a lap of action. I'll be back shortly. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. return back from break here, looking at the beautiful number 11 machine, the Tom Ogle Happy Clawoween. You're seeing the Lynch brothers right here. Here's one right here with the White Claw corn flavored White Claw. Got his Iowa Hawkeyes hat. Well, I tell you what, if you're an Iowa Hawkeyes fan, I just don't understand. That's the most boring team in the world. Every single year, they got one of the worst offenses I've ever seen in my life. If you like not scoring, be an Iowa Hawkeye fan. And let's check the right rear suspension cam, folks. You'll see the other one of the other Lynch brothers. What a beautiful paint job. Well done. Tom Ogle. Currently running in 10th, though. Truck might look fast and good, but it's junk here tonight. Tom Ogle's struggling. So back out front, Dylan Graham, your race leader, but Scott Rickard reeling him in. The pit window's opening right now, folks. Lap number 94, Jason Grattan down pit lane. So we're going to see how our race leaders elect to come down. I think ideally you probably want to come in between 95 and 100. I think anything past that is too much. But I think Rickard's going to stay out longer because he does have fresher tires. My guess is, though, Grimm's going to be coming down in the next couple laps. As they are bumper to bumper for the race lead. Grimm staying out this time, heading into lap number 66. Dylan Grimm maintaining the race lead. Scott Rickard still in the second spot here. Let's hop on board with the 05 to go. Scott Rickard trying to wheel that thing to victory lane here tonight. He's got to make up some serious ground if he wants a shot at this championship title. Down the back stretch, bumper to bumper, going into the corner. Rickard looking to get a run coming out. Grimm staying out as well this time, heading into lap 97. About 35 or so laps left to go here tonight. The Las Vegas 200 Stars and Stripes Truck Series Racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV on a Thursday night. Where else would you rather be right now, folks? I'll tell you with the answer to that. It's nowhere. Because this is the only place where you can see Stars and Stripes Truck Series action. Folks, looks like Jason Grattan is done. He is finished for the night. He junked his car, blew the motor. He is finished. So Jason Grattan out. Still battling for the race lead. As you heard earlier from Tom Ogle, he said it is tough to pass here tonight, and we're seeing that right here. Rickard seems to have the faster truck here with slightly newer tires, but just cannot find a way around that 23. As we drop back here, Josh Robinson currently running 5th. He was your points leader coming in. Robinson hoping to gain a couple more spots. Ogle still cruising in the 10th spot. Mark Schrader feeling good about 17th position right now. Well done, Mark. Let's see who's winning this battle for last. I'm giving it to Stein still. Oh, hang on. I don't know. DJ Weeks. DJ Weeks might have taken this battle for last. I think he had an issue earlier. But I'm going to give it to him. DJ Weeks, Hutchinson Motorsports loser of the night. He's in dead last, the Virginia native DJ Weeks. You don't see that very often. Might have had an issue off a pit road. But it is what it is currently because you're in dead last, bud. Let's give you some TV time. The number 97, DJ Weeks. How's it feel? You might be in the playoffs, buddy. But you're still slow. So back out front, Scott Rickard, the new race leader, as Dylan Grimm comes down pit lane. Let's rewind real quick, see if he got 4 tires. Yes, he did. So 4 tire stop. I figured the tire fall off is just too much to not get 4 tires. Honestly, in my mind, I think Rickard, even though he has slightly fresher tires than Grimm did, I think he needs to come down pit lane. I think he needs to pit ASAP. Because every time he stays out there, we know he's going to lose about 2 seconds on Grimm. And that's going to be tough to make up at the end of this race. So we're going to see what the 05 of Rickard does. Meanwhile, Ross Tatum down pit lane as well, and Tom Ogle. So Tatum and Ogle both pitting. Rickard and Robinson still out. Robinson sitting in the 3rd position. Let's see how far Rickard's trying to stretch this thing. As we're in lap 103, just 30 laps left to go here at the Las Vegas 200. Been a pretty clean one tonight, only 1 caution. A lot of green flag racing. Zach Kreitz sitting in the second position here in the number... Oh, make it third. Oh, never mind. He's in second. The number 9 machine is Zach Kreitz in second. Holding off Josh Robinson. Trying to steal a point from Josh. So Zach coming down pit lane. The Denver native going to give up the spot. So meanwhile, Robinson and Rickard still staying out there. I'm not sure about this strategy. If they go another couple laps, I think it's going to cost them. You never know. We'll see how it plays out. But we just got less than 30 laps left to go. You see how much them fresh tires make? The 23 just absolutely blew by. He blew his doors off. He might have just broke something on the 30 car. Look how fast he passed him. And Scott Rickard just pit, by the way. So Robinson staying out still. I do not like this call. Hopefully Robinson can gain it back at the end of this race, but it's going to be tough. He needs to come in this time for sure. Or he might fall back to around 10th or so by the end of this one. So your race leader, Josh Robinson. Let's see if he comes down this time around. Yes, sir. The 30 of Robinson down pit lane. So that's going to be the pit cycle for the championship contenders. But that's going to move Andrew Hess back out to the race lead in the 54. He's on a different pit strategy than everybody else. The new Lenox, Illinois, Andrew Hess. New race leader out front. He's still going to have to pit, unfortunately. But let's give him some TV time. As you see, Rickard briefly goes down a lap, but he's able to unlap himself fairly quickly on them fresh tires. So currently, Dylan Grimm has cycled back up to the 3rd position, and Trey Jackson coming out pit lane, so that's going to move Dylan Grimm up to 2nd. So now we're just waiting on Hess to pit. So currently out of your championship contenders, Grimm running 3rd, Tatum running 5th, Rickard 6th, Robinson 8th, Weeza 10th. Or not Weeza, sorry. Ogle 12th. Tom Weeza is running 10th though, even though he's not a championship contender. Let's give him some TV time. The Roshold, Wisconsin, Tom Weeza in the 51. Here he is, folks, running the top 10 here tonight. Let's see how long Hess wants to stay out here. So that's going to move Grimm to 2nd, Tatum to 3rd. Currently, Ross Tatum is about 5 seconds behind Grimm. Then Rickard, who pit even later, is about a 1.5 seconds behind Tatum. So I think Grimm came down pit road right about the right time. I definitely feel like Robinson might have overextended that tire run, but let's see how it plays out as Robinson currently in the 7th spot here. Let's hop on board. His last lap around the speedway, 30.73. Rickard ran a 30.6, so Rickard's still faster, even though he's got the fresher tires. Oh, race leader getting a little loose off the corner here on Robinson. So Josh Robinson unlaps himself, doesn't have to worry about falling a lap down if there's an untimely caution. So last lap around the speedway, Grimm ran a 31.08. Your race leader Hess, 32.30. So about 1.2 second difference. With just a little over 20 laps left to go, let's take one last and final break. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we're going to stay live on the action, but we're going to get the tunes playing, and I'll be back shortly. Thanks for tuning in. Thursday Night Racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the finish, coming up next. Oh, and folks, we got some issues here. Caution is out. The 90 is on his lid right now. Let's see what happened. That's unfortunate here for the 90. He had a good start to this race. Hadn't been going so well lately, though. But let's see what happened. Oh, they were 3 wide for like last. All right, so here's a replay. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. Best chopper cam in the business. So they're 3 wide. Right here, you see Brian Lynch, Trey Jackson, and Johnny Eckert. Let's play it. Heading into the corner. Let's see whose fault this is. That's on Eckert. Eckert flips it into the catch fence. Oh, folks, he junked it. Unbelievable. So Eckert just comes down onto the 5 there, junks himself, flips it into the fence, and he's passed out, so his foot is just stuck on the throttle. Folks, Johnny Eckert might be dead. That's unfortunate. Somebody flip that truck over so we can finish this race. So Eckert's night's going to be done. Folks, that was a timely caution. How about it? Andrew Hess, he stayed out there. He was probably only a lap or 2 from pitting. That really screwed a bunch of guys. There's only 7 cars on the lead lap, I believe. Look at this. Make it 8. 8 cars on the lead lap now. Maybe 9. I don't know. It just keeps going up. So who the hell knows? So Andrew Hess coming down pit lane. You know what? Hess is going to have a shot here, folks. He's going to have 4 fresh tires. Everybody else out there on junkers. Weeza coming down pit lane as well. So keep an eye on Weeza and Hess. These two on 4 fresh tires racing old junkers. And they're going to have 15 plus laps left to go. So going to be interesting here on the finish. There's more cars on the lead lap than my timing and scoring was saying, though. I believe there's 15. I don't know. It changes every time I look. So who knows? We'll find out when we go green. So we'll get the tunes playing, go back on a short break. We're going to be dropping the green with less than 20 laps left to go here. Up next, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As we return back from break, we're going to be dropping the green flag for hopefully the final time of the evening with just 16 laps left to go here. Your front row's going to be Grimm and Tatum. Folks, again, do not count out that 54 Andrew Hess. He's got the fresh tires on, everybody. Strategy playing out for him. He couldn't have planned that thing out any better if he tried. So this number 54, I'm guessing he's going to be going to the front. I'm pulling for him. Andrew Hess currently going to be restarting in the 6th position. Let's hop on board with Hess on them in them fresh tires. The pace car is in the field, is set. The 23's on the inside. The 21's on the outside. Green flag in the air. Not a good start for the 21 at Tatum. He's going to hold up the outside line. The 23 at Graham holding on strong here. That's going to move the 05 of Rickard back into 2nd position. As the field gets set here, single file up front. Let's keep tuned here to this 54 machine. See if these fresh tires kick in. We're on board currently in the 6th position, Andrew Hess. As we pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board, as you can tell, everybody else has about 15 laps or so on their tires, but not Andrew Hess. He's got brand new fresh tires. And they're 3 wide back here, folks. They're racing hard. Let's see who's winning this battle for last, though. That's what I care about. Kyle McCoy back there looking like junk. But Mark Schrader's the last car on the lead lap. We got a couple cars a lap down. Courtney Nelson, he's back there. So it's pretty tight quarters here in the battle for last. So out front, Scott Rickard, he's your new race leader, taking it over from the 23. Grimm is struggling. He's lost a lot of ground this lap. Folks, they're 3 wide, looking to make it 4 down the backstretch. Here comes the 54. Andrew Hess with the fresh tires. He's coming to the front. Folks, I think he can win this thing. Andrew Hess, the pit strategy advantage. With just about 12 laps left to go, Andrew Hess has some serious speed. He's up to 3rd, folks. The new Lennox, Illinois, he says, get the hell out of my way. I could care less about your championship. I'm going to the front, nerd. Getting a push from the 87. Jeremy Thompson right there with him. This 54 is in a rocket ship right now, folks. Andrew Hess, can he get the job done and pull off the upset? The 87 looking to the inside. He's not going to get the pass done. Andrew Hess is too fast. He's the new GOAT. Let's hop back on board with Andrew Hess in the 54 machine. Scott Rickard out front. Boy, Rickard would love to hold the lead with a couple of non-playoff cars behind him so he could gain some points. Because if the race finished right now, Rickard would gain at least a few points on basically everybody. But it's going to be tough for him to hold these two off. He's blocking. Tell you what, he's blocking like 2001 Daytona 500 Dale Earnhardt Sr. Going high, going low, but it's not going to matter because the 87 says, all right, nerd. To the inside he goes. A big push from the 54. Hess looking to get underneath him. There's not a hole, though. Hess doesn't care. He'll wreck him if he has to. He doesn't care about the championship hopes. He wants to win this thing, and I don't blame him. The 87 of Thompson there in the 2nd position. Rickard trying to hold off these 2 faster cars. 54 going to go back up high. Now he's looking low here to get around the 05 of Rickard. Rickard might be toast. It might be a battle between 2 non-playoff drivers for this race win. With just 10 laps left to go. Jeremy Thompson in the race lead. The 54 of Hess into 2nd. They're about to leave him. Said later, nerd, to Scott Rickard. You might be the GOAT, but you're not winning in Vegas, bud. Your luck has ended. Jeremy Thompson out front. Checking out the right rear suspension cam of your new race leader, Jeremy Thompson, the number 87 machine. The Ditech.com Home Loans 87. Looking good out front. Single digits laps left to go. These guys wanted to stay green for sure. So meanwhile, Rickard back to 3rd, Robinson 4th, Tatum 5th. Grimm all the way back to 7th. I tell you what, this 23 truck is junk. Grimm kind of short pit the field, and it's hurting him now. He's going to lose a lot of ground here in the playoff points. So Josh Robinson, he doesn't mind seeing it. He might be in 4th, but he sees Grimm back to 7th. He'll take it. With just 8 laps left to go, these two non-playoff drivers, they might have lucked out a little bit. But hey, part of racing is timing, and these two had the perfect timing. Fresh tires are king here at Las Vegas. Meanwhile, Robinson still running in the 4th position. And let's go back out front with just 6.5 laps left to go. Jeremy Thompson looks like he's going to be able to finish this off. Boy, we haven't seen Jeremy Thompson run up front here in a bit. Good to see someone new. You know, Thompson started 19th. Here he is in the race lead with just 6 laps left to go. And right on his back bumper, Andrew Hess, who started in 18th. So these guys started 18th and 19th. Here they are duking it out for the win. The last thing you want to see, though, is these two wreck each other. Because I definitely would love for one of the two to win. But they're door-to-door down the backstretch. Side by side into turns 3 and 4. Andrew Hess looking to pounce. Coming out of 4. Does Hess have the momentum to carry through the front stretch? At the line, it's going to be close. But Andrew Hess, your new race leader, with just 5 laps left to go. They're still side by side. Into turns 1 and 2. This is a 2-horse race. You got the lap car of Weeks right behind him. Hess going to hold out front here. Jeremy Thompson falling in the line in a second. Let's hop back on board here with Jeremy Thompson. Andrew Hess, new race leader. 4 laps left to go. He might steal one here in Las Vegas. Look at this sold-out crowd. Not a single fan is left, and they want to see the 54 parked in Victory Lane. It's not too often you see a truck with hot dogs on it parked in Victory Lane, but that's what you're about to see here tonight. The new Lenox, Illinois, and Andrew Hess going to get his first win of the evening. Unless there's a caution, which you never know, folks. Boy, that would be a heartbreaker if Andrew Hess sees a caution. So as we pull up timing and scoring, you got Rickard in 3rd, Robinson 4th, Tatum 6th, Grimm 7th, and Ogle 9th. Those are your championship 5. 3 to go here tonight. Andrew Hess feeling good. Just a couple more laps left to go onto the backstretch. Heading into 3 and 4. He's going to get the 2 to go signal this time around. Your race leader looking good here tonight. Let's check out the Hutchison Motorsports right rear suspension cam on your race leader, Andrew Hess. He is in a rocket right now. Just needs to make it one more lap around to get to the white flag, so there can't be a caution. On to the backstretch. A lap and a half to go. Andrew Hess out front. He's got a hefty lead. One more lap around Las Vegas is going to separate Andrew Hess from his first Stars and Stripes Truck Series win here. White flag in the air. Andrew Hess just needs to make it one more lap. He doesn't have to worry about any cautions now. Heading into 1 and 2 for the final time. Andrew Hess timed his pit stops perfectly. He was the only truck out there on the long run. Got the caution right when he needed it. Comes down pit road, gets the fresh tires. He's racing guys with junk tires. Andrew Hess says no problem. These guys are losers. Out of turn 4, Andrew Hess into the tri-oval. Checkered flag. Hess wins it at Vegas. What a finish there. Andrew Hess pulling off a miracle. Nobody had that on their bingo card. But Andrew Hess knew all along that he was going to win it. I guarantee it. So your final unofficial results here. Andrew Hess followed by Thompson, Rickard, Robinson, Kreitz, Tatum, Grimm, Bowling, Ogle, and Grattan, your top 10. What a finish here tonight. So Rickard's going to gain some points, but not as many as he hoped. Robinson going to maintain his points lead after Grimm drops like a rock back to 7th position. So let's pull this man up here. Watch his burnout. Andrew Hess, race winner, Las Vegas 200, parks in Victory Lane. Andrew, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what a finish. You know, timing's part of racing, and that worked out perfectly for you.
Yeah, just the way you draw it up, right?
Hey, Will, the good news is, you know, you were the one willing to risk it by staying out that long, and it just happened to work out.
Yeah, with the way my season's kind of gone, I really had nothing to lose, and I was just like, well, I'm just going to keep running long, because if heaven forbid a caution came out, I didn't think I had a winning strategy. I thought maybe I could get at least a solid top 10, so there was no point in not trying to go for it.
Yeah, and it definitely worked out. You know, you did a great job. You were running good all night long, and you're able to pull off the win of the century here. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to add? You just blew your motor.
Well, I got to thank the engine department, I guess, for letting me do a few burnouts. My team, Team Miata, Josh and Tom and Brian, they've seen the ups and downs this season. They had a hell of a night too. Some saw a little more action than others, and I appreciate Nate and everyone for putting this league on. Always been a blast, and you for broadcasting, because it's always a good time.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, great job out there pulling off the unexpected victory. Hopefully that won't be the last one.
Hopefully not.
Yes, sir. Good job sending Andrew Hess back down to his team. Race winner here in Las Vegas. Nobody would have bet it, but the 54 Andrew Hess steals the win. Scott Rickard cannot be happy. Taking home a third place finish. He's only going to gain a point on Robinson. But, folks, what a finish. Might have been a slow middle of the race there, but the perfect finish there. Nobody would have guessed it. Andrew Hess stealing it in Vegas. Again, though, folks, we appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. The Stars and Stripes Truck Series playoffs. We are down to just 3 races remaining. The points are as close as ever. It's going to be good. Be sure to come back next week. We are going to be at Rockingham Speedway. How about it? So come on back next Thursday night. The Stars and Stripes Truck Series right here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Rockingham Racing. Going to be a good one. Till next time.